You are the one. What's up, Mika? Hi, sons. Welcome back. How you guys doing today? Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm doing good today too. My stomach's a little weird, but I think that was the coffee this morning that I had. So, other than that, yay. Yay. Well, I cannot wait to see it, Mika. So, I definitely can't wait to see it. All right, where do I get started? Yeah, let's do it. Let's start here. I did. I did. I painted I didn't finish her because I didn't feel like it. And yesterday we had a troll yesterday, Mika. While I was doing this, they literally made 8 different accounts to come back and be an asshole. 8 different accounts. We had to block them 8 different times. So that was fun last night, by the way. And again, I apologize to anybody who was in here and had to help or was a part of dealing or had to deal with that Josh guy, but some people are just fucking unhappy in their lives. And that Josh dude seemed very, very unhappy with his life. Well, thank you. It's a pain. Yeah. I redrew her hand like 5 fucking times yesterday. So really didn't, I just felt like not coloring it in. That's 100% after dealing with, that Josh guy yesterday, I was just like, you know what? I don't really want to draw or color this in right now. So I may finish it later and color her in, but if I may not either, because she's not on a canvas, she's just paper on paper. But yeah, troll 8 accounts, 8 accounts. So either I must be doing something right or I'm really bad at art, and this guy just felt like he had to tell me 8 different times that I sucked at art, which is possible. Well, thank you, Asher. Thank you. I appreciate it. I was just telling Mika and everybody last night we had a troll who decided to just be a dick. Like eight accounts, 8 accounts he made. He said he had 30 accounts all told, but he only got up to 8 before he, I guess, finally quit uh, trying to act like he's, morally superior than everyone alive and just the greatest artist ever. My favorite part about that, though, is zero work on his thing except the digital work that he had on his page. And the digital work on his page was all tracing. So I don't want to hear him tell me, or somebody like that tell me, or you, or anyone else for that matter, why you suck at art in comparison to what they think. Oh, big fucking nose, man. Hi, Amber. How you doing? Yeah, sorry again, Sans. Ember. How you doing, Ember Peters? I haven't had a troll like that in a while, though. So, I mean, the last one I had was a guy that wanted to fight me about AI use and how he thought he was a really good artist and because he could use AI or some bullshit like that. I don't remember what it was, but he harassed me. I think he made like 10, 15 accounts and then he emailed me a bunch of times and shit too. I I don't like this so far. I'm not. All right, let's start with this eye first then, because I think that's my draw hang up right now. Crystal and I started watching Xena again last night. Princess Warrior. I forgot how great that show is and how cheesy it is in the best way possible. Like it's just so cheesy. No, no, no. What up, my Garys? How you doing, Gary? Not for tracing art. He didn't have 30 accounts for tracing art. He had 30 accounts for trolling other artists. And on his one account that he had traced digital artwork on it, saying trying to say he was doing that artwork or whatever and stuff. But when it like I said, it's digital tracing is what I saw from that guy. And then he only had he had one post, and it was about it was tracing stuff, and then the other one was how to be a better person was his playlist. So obviously he's failing at like his own playlist shit. If he actually had to make a playlist to be a better person, and then he can't even be a better fucking person because he's a bitter little man or human. A perler keychain. What is that? And I'm good. How are you? I'm good. Good. What is a perler keychain? I'm gonna Google that because I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. I know what that is. Neat. I did that as a that style of stuff when I was in elementary school years and years ago. That was a thing like I did in like early 90s was that kind of art stuff. Well, not it wasn't even art. It was just like a craft thing when I did it. Um I've seen some of those though where the people will do those giant ones like that and like that's insane uh how they do it. So, yeah. I just didn't know what the name was. But that's cool. Gary. Nice. Nice. Little ducky. Rubber ducky, you're the one. Um if anybody talks to Katie or Vox, make sure they're okay. Vox said something yesterday, and I've been worried about it since this morning or last night about some stuff happening where they're at because of the Iranian shit. So if you guys have a chance, or if you guys talk to them, I hope let me know if they're okay. Uh, that sounds like a yeah, that's a big conversation. I don't know how that went, but I hope it went all right for you and your sister. Um, and I'm gonna say this out, Asher. I'm gonna say this out loud. I don't know your situation with your parents. I don't know your situation in that case, but most of the time your parents are trying to do the best they can for you, even if they fuck it up. So just always remember that, guys. As somebody who has a kid and has raised my son for part of my son's life before my ex moved and stuff, and then helped raise another like a daughter. Uh, we suck. Parents suck, but we don't mean to suck. If that helps. Like we don't mean to suck, but we do, and I know we do. And like I know my parents. I blamed my parents for shit in the past years and stuff, but for the most part, they tried. The only thing I ever really had any big issue with my parents growing up is what they did with my brother or to my brother about art. He was in high school and my brother was taking art classes and he used to be really really good at art um and my dad like shit on my brother doing art because of a $40 like art fee for one of my brother's classes in high school, and like my brother just said fuck it, never drawing art, never doing art again after what my dad did to him or dad did with it about it and shit. And my brother's literally never picked up a pencil since then. Never drawn, never picked up a pencil, doesn't. and that's 100% because my dad's behavior towards my brother drawing and doing something. And then the bad thing is growing up when I got older and I started doing you wanted to make a dragon puppet. Angelic dragons and cats. If you follow me, both of them follow me too, and they're here every now and then. I haven't seen cats in a minute. She's been oversleeping or sleeping because summertime probably. And then I haven't seen Angelic in a while. But they make puppet dragons, like paper mache puppet dragon things that are really cool. So I know there's a lot of like puppetry, puppet stuff out there for people doing, and that's always neat. I've never tried anything like that. Probably never will. Um, Nothing against it or anything. Not saying like it's nothing against it. Just probably not going to uh, ever attempt it, I guess. Well, that's probably part of that's a harder issue on that makes it a harder issue, Gary. Is if your ideas go, you have an idea and then like yeah, that makes it a little bit of a harder issue for sure. Um, so yeah, and the whole Iran thing, I don't know what happened or what's going on with it. But I did see this morning that Iran and Israel or whatever were fucking around and shit again. So, yeah, not real happy with the state of affairs of the world right now. But I just want everybody, and at the end of the day, be fucking safe as best you can. I know Vox said something about, like I said, he said that 6 a.m. this morning there was an alarm going off about uh, Iran stuff. So I don't, and then I saw Iran fucking did some shit today and or whatever. I don't know if they really want this shit to stop or what. And I'm not even going into the American side of that stuff. I don't know enough about. I'm not keeping up with it enough to know what we're doing as America versus. I know we're fucking up as America because that's what we do most of the time. But Big Brother America. Oh, and guys, we sold our first shirts. Guys, we sold our first shirts. So shit, yeah. Yeah, sold our first two the other day. Thank you, Reaper. I know you're not in here right now, but I'm still thinking you out loud. So thank you, Reaper, for fucking buying the first shirts. You, sir, are amazing. He bought the Angel or the Loser Baby shirts. And what do you guys think of the shirts? Have you seen them? Sure, am I Gary's? Have at it. I like hearing about like art stuff and whether or not I'm familiar with it or not familiar with it or what. I love hearing about that kind of stuff. So definitely let me know what you're talking or what all you do medium wise, or I'm gonna say medium because it's the best exp or best thing for like art stuff, medium wise. So what's your mediums, or what do you do there, Gary's? Well, when you do, make sure you let us know, and we'll give you the discount code. I'll give you a discount. We'll give you a discount code too, if that might help. Um, let's see. We'll just do Keith Wall Art. But here, look. How awesome are these shirts? Crystal made some Mars Attacks flip flops too. A Muzan laptop case. Oh yeah, look at these stickers real quick too, guys. And they're on the website. Find a bigger one real quick so you can actually see it. It's got Kratos in the K, Pennywise in the W, and Koko Shibu in the A. And it's a Keith Wall Art KWA sticker. So that's all we've got loaded up right now in stuff is those shirts and like a coffee mug. Oh wait, we got one more shirt. I forgot about this one. Crystal just made it yesterday, and I think it's pretty stellar. So the Shaltair Blood Fallen one, tank top. Oh, and if you look on the inside tag, guys, it says KWA on it. Ha! I got my own branding like label thing now, and I'm like, it's. I know it's stupid or whatever or whatnot kind of thing, but it's really neat to me because I've made shirts and stuff like that in the past, but these shirts are just so much neater looking and stuff. So, uh, but we're planning on making more shirts soon as well. So if you guys have any ideas or you have like a specific thing, one of my images that you guys want to see on a shirt, let me know, and we can try to design a shirt pretty quick. Because Crystal and I figured out the making process of it a little bit quicker than some of the other stuff. I'm I'm stupidly excited, is what I meant, Asher. You draw, you crochet, I make dragon puppets, I collect LS, LPS. What is LPS? What's the difference between beats and string candy? That's awesome. So I got this plur from a convention for Angel Dust from Has Been. So I got this at a convention, really. Oh, okay, cool. I've not, yeah, I've heard of Littlest Pet Shop, but I've not seen much on it. And I have some other plur that I've gotten at places like what the fuck am I looking for? The word I'm looking for is I don't know what I'm trying to say now. Oh, I've gotten plur at raves and stuff, like a rave before. Like I went to a rave here in Atlanta, here in at Area 15 here in Las Vegas to go see who the fuck was it? Ganja White, White Ganja White Night. That was cool. We went there like 2 years ago and watched them at that place, Area 15. I cannot crochet. Thank you. Oh, nice. So, how do you make the tails, Gary? How do you make the tails? Because Crystal and I have we have this like purple skunk. It's not a skunk tail, like a raccoon skunk tail type thing that we bought at a little thing, and it just hangs in the Jeep and stuff. So, like, how do you make the tails? Do you buy like yeah? How do you make them? Crocheting and knitting and all that stuff is like hard as shit too. So hats off to you on that one. You should totally crochet nerd shit. And thank you, Mika, for the t-shirt designs stuff. Crystal's been kicking ass on that. The Muzan case was just like a 5 second, like, let's see if this works thing. I'm not a big fan of the Muzan case as much, but I like Muzan as a art subject supply thing for my art, at least. If I can. I don't like his face right now. But yep, had our first t-shirt sale the other day too, so now we just need 1.5 million more of them. That way I can retire. Crystal and I can retire, get our bus, travel around the country, you know, do all the fun shit that we've been talking about doing. You seen where people do the rugs and stuff? What up, Dwayne? How you doing? Thank you, Mika. The thank you. Oh no, that makes a lot of sense, Gary. On time wise and stuff too. I totally can understand how something takes 4 or 5 hours or X amount of time, depending on how investment time in it. So that's one of the things with these paintings. People seem to not tend to understand as much is that like they're like, oh, it's you're just drawing, you're not. It shouldn't take that long to do. My all-time favorite thing is though when I get asked like, how long does this one take you, or how long is this one going to take you, and I'm like, I don't know until I'm done. Usually it only takes me X amount of time or this amount of time, but I just depends. Hey, listen. It's all good. Yeah, people don't understand how long it takes somebody to do anything half the time. So unless you sit there and you do it yourself, or you're you have some experience with like a process, people just tend to never like appreciate the amount of time and effort something takes. My favorite was when I did spray paint stuff, telling people how long it took me to do something versus like so like I got all of my spray paint stuff down to a pretty good science at one point, and almost every painting that I did took me about four, excuse me, about 4 to 6 hours to do a spray paint painting. And with that being said, people were still like, well, how why does it take so long to do that? You're just cutting out stencils. Well, yeah, it's hand cut stencils. So, uh, it's not like I'm not just sitting there. I don't have a Cricut machine doing that. If that's what it's more so the yeah. I don't have a Cricut machine doing my stencils. I'm the one hand cutting my stencils with the Exacto knife blade. Which I'm still thinking about that, guys. If you guys want to do that as a project, I'd still love to teach you guys how to do some stencil art, maybe. So if there's some stencil art stuff that you guys want to learn how to do, or you think you might want to learn how to do, post some images in my community, and I will do a whole tutorial for you guys on like how we do or how I do a stencil. If you're going to make cake batter, like what type of cake do you want? Like, I don't know, chocolate chips, anything but raisins. Yeah, anything but raisins. That's usually my only. You guys want to know a funny story? I once worked at a industrial bakery. Okay. So that means I one time one night was responsible for making 19,000 cases of cupcakes. That's a lot of fucking cupcakes, by the way. Um, yeah, 19,000 cases. And each case of cupcakes contained four, or each box, which is one case, was 4 sheets of 24 cupcakes in each box or each case. And I made 19,000 cases in one night. I know that sounds like a lot, and it is, but it was also 100% done by lots of machines. So yeah, and jobs of the past of Keith. Well, see, chocolate covered raisins are a little bit different, and like that makes sense. And raisins aren't bad, okay? Let me preface that again with saying raisins themselves are not bad. Raisins in things that people tend to put raisins in is bad. Raisins don't need to be put in all white people food, and white people think white that we need raisins and shit, and I've just never understood that. So no judging on that, Asher, for real. Like if you like raisins, eat them, enjoy them, you know. But I'm talking about the people who tend to put raisins in shit that don't need raisins, like a potato salad. Like what the fuck are you thinking, putting raisins in a potato salad? Who are you, and what are you doing with your life? Because it's wrong. You're wrong 100%, and you shouldn't be allowed to make food for people if you do that. So you enjoying your guys' summer break? If you're on, I know some of you guys are on summer break and summertime and all, but that makes 100% more sense on that. And also why I wouldn't like raisins either. If that was the case, I probably wouldn't fucking like them either. Yeah, I'd probably be like, no, I'm good. I don't like that shit. Funny story about raisins, if you guys want to know. I'm old enough to remember like California raisins, the thing California raisins that they did. And if you want to know why the California raisins got shut down and stopped, was because at one point in time, people were trying to act like raisins were like this healthy snack food, right? And it is. Don't get me wrong. It's a healthy snack food in some case, but they found out that it was actually worse for you than fucking um what's the word I'm looking for? Than chocolate. Chocolate by itself, it was better for your teeth than raisins because of the amount of sugar that's in raisins and stuff. And so, like, the California raisins were stopped because people were thinking it was a healthy alternative to like chocolate, and come to find out, it was not a healthy alternative for your teeth and stuff. And yeah, it was kind of an interesting time. Yay, no more tests though. Pass and all that, going to school or going to the next grade and all that. So hell yeah. I'll be right back. We had a benchmark. Oh, like stupid testing, like hey, like how well do you know this information? Benchmark testing thing. Is that what you're talking about? Hi, it's Tubi. How are you doing? How's it going, Tubi? Nachos for dinner. Nacho cheese. We had we had Thai food for lunch yesterday, and then we had a kind of a late lunch. So for dinner, we just got wings and tater tots. Thank you, Tubi. Having a good week so far. Well, I know it's just Monday, but hopefully you're having a good week. I am hungry today. I don't know what I want, but I'm kind of hungry. Any suggestions for food? Like, I don't like Wingstop, and Buffalo Wild Wings is horrible to me. But I'm very much Buffalo wings have to be a certain way, or they're not or they're not good. Toasted BLT. Is that what you're having? A toasted BLT? That sounds not bad. Yeah, I don't like. I don't. I'm not a. All right, so let's do some background stuff real quick. Oh, and a neat thing on nice. A neat thing on the shirts, guys. Ow, ow, ow. Just hit my lamp. Sorry. So, like on this one, there's Cat's name. There's Ziggy's name. Cat's. Ziggy. There's Crystal. I can't remember Looney fan that's not around anymore. I haven't seen them in a minute. So on the shirt that with this one, your name could be on a shirt too. So like when we do a the mark painting on a shirt soon, it's got a couple of you guys' names on there from before. So yeah, just as a heads up, you guys maybe could be on the merchandise as well. How awesome would that be to be like buy the shirt, show your friend, be like, hey man, I'm on this artist's my name or my username for Facebook or YouTube or whatever is on this guy's artist page. Like I think that'd be fucking cool if I was one of you guys, or if like I think it'd be cool anyway. Yeah, so like on the Ghost in the Shell shirt, those names are on that shirt, on the Ghost in the Shell shirt. So if you guys think about it, when I'm doing stuff like that, and I remember to put like stuff in the background, just think it could be on a shirt at some point. And again, I think it'd be really awesome if you guys, wore the shirt somewhere. Somebody asks you about the shirt, and you're like, "Oh yeah, man, this fucking artist guy I follow he put me on the shirt or whatever." I think it's neat. So, and I don't know any other artists that do that kind of stuff. So, could be because they're better than me. I don't know. Really? Really? And why wouldn't they allow like black fingernail polish or whatever? How's that outside of your dress code? Like, how is fingernail polish outside the dress code? I mean, I understand dress codes can be like strict as hell and stuff, but like, I don't see how a color on your would be. Yeah, I get that. I get the uniform school, but like fingernail polish should be something that you should, I would assume you should be allowed to do, right? But again, I don't know. Just color in the background. Do a basic color in the background, something that will make Roger or Jessica kind of pop. With Roger being white, that's easy, but with Jessica, I would do a purplish background, maybe like a light purple if you have it. Uh, well, make sure before you do, and that way you don't get in trouble and you can't actually you know, participate on the school team if you get on it. You know, try not to screw it up before you. Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I would ask. I would double check before you just did it and then got in trouble and then like, oh, you can't play basketball now, right? Because that's the sport you went out for is basketball. I think. I think you said anyway. I am too short for basketball, or at least men's basketball stuff. I tried to go out for the team when I was in high school, and I should not have. We'll just go there. I should not have. I had zero reason or business going out and trying out for basketball when I went out and tried for basketball in like seventh or eighth grade, whatever it was. My ass had zero reason to be out there, and I did it anyway. And I proved to myself that I had zero reason to be out there. And I'm not saying that as I, I'm saying that because I sucked at basketball, like not because anything else. I suck. I sucked at basketball. I'm not. I'm not. That is not my sport. That I am. remotely even good at. So, and I can't watch basketball either, if that helps, or if that answers any question beforehand. Like, I don't like watching basketball. It's not my cup of tea when it comes to sports. I like football and hockey and more contact sport. Well, good luck with soccer too. I can play soccer or have played soccer with years and years ago, but I did play. And then I helped my stepdaughter out with her soccer, uh, like playing soccer and doing, uh, and like helping coach her and stuff like that. But mostly my helping coaching her was like me just working with her one on one. Like I wasn't a coach for the team, which is so much better because then I didn't have to have parents yelling at me when at any point in time. Or blue Mika, if you hear, if you're still listening, blue might work, but then blue might go against Roger Rabbit's. Depending on the blue, might go against Roger Rabbit's blues. So purple, go with purple maybe, or like bright fucking yellow might work for like a background on your Jessica and Roger. Well, good luck on your trying out. When do you try out for either team next year? I don't even know when the season starts for soccer or for basketball. I know basketball is going on like right now again, sports wise, but that's all I know. And then like the U.S. or the FIFA World Cup or whatever soccer shit's gonna happen soon because I seen where people are talking about FIFA or whatever it is, or the World Cup or soccer shit in general. I know my brother will watch it. That fucker watches any sport, man. My brother will watch any kind of sport. It doesn't matter. He is all about it, which is fine. And you know, I'm not saying anything against it. Just he is definitely a sports person where I am more so than I am. Oh, I didn't even try to measure or like write out how many markers I used for Velma last night. Oh well. You want to be a more scoring defense or offense or defense for soccer? I don't. What would you rather play, Asher, for soccer? Like, I know you play both in soccer. You're more more defense and offense, depending on who has the fucking ball at the time. But do you want to be more forward scoring, defender goal type shit, or like do you want to be a goalie for soccer, or what? I'm gonna try something next time I paint before I go get to this step. because I'm curious on how the canvas might hold up. So, yeah. Awesome. All right. Yeah. That makes sense. You know, the thing that kills me about soccer, I think more so than anything else, is what was it? There was like last year, there was like a 16-year-old kid who's a professional fucking soccer player. Like he was on a professional team at 16 years old. He's this dude's still in high school, whatever country he lives in, and he's out there like playing soccer with fucking the professionals and stuff. And I was like, God, man, how good do you have to be like at 16? Them be like, yeah, man, you got to play for the pros, man. You're too fucking good. Like LeBron James in getting drafted for college basketball or for at the end to the NBA or straight out of high school. That's insane. I know they do it with baseball players. They'll draft a kid out of straight out of high school for basket or for MLB and stuff. And you don't you usually hear about baseball players being like dumb, like you do football players and basketball and stuff. But yeah, you gave me $100 million contract at 18, I'd probably fuck it up. I probably would have fucked up. Yes. Um, it adds a finished element to it, Mika, just in general. Yeah, it adds a finished element to the painting or your drawing or your art in general if you have that. But again, you don't have to do it, and I'm just throwing that out there if you like as a suggestion type thing, Mika. You totally don't have to add anything else to it. And not a dumb question, Mika, by the way. It does add something, but again, if you don't want to add it and you're afraid it might mess up your painting or your finished piece, then don't. Because you can't, it's harder to fix it if you start and then fuck it up than it is to just leave it alone and say it's done at the status that you have it at. That's another reason why, like, on all of my paintings now, I add that border. If you've noticed, all of my paintings at the end of it, I add that border to it. And that border is 100% to finish off the painting. Also, it tends to make the edge of the painting look cooler, neater, and a little bit more uniform. A little bit more coffee. Be right back. 1 second. Gotta grab something else. Okay. So, try to find, see if I have something without a background real quick to show you. I don't have anything without a background anymore. So you see how that's just plain because it's just an ink sketch and stuff? The same issue comes down to like if I wanted to finish this off and I added color to it, and then like it would make the painting a little bit or the finished piece a little bit more like pop is all. This has been a very weird live in the fact of lack of likes, even though people have come in and I've seen them coming in and out, in and out. But so we'll see how this live actually does at the end of the day. We're 550 50 hours away from the 4,000 monetization goal now. And so if you guys haven't, or you can, or you would be so kind, just put some stuff on in the background when you're not doing anything. And then, yeah, that'd be stupidly helpful. Help get those hours up quicker. Oh, and have thought about it and will be doing it soon. We'll what was the word I'm looking for? I'm gonna design a Vaultkin badge as well, and it will be one of the like on your little tab beside you, Mika. It's going to have it'll be that instead of the little Invader Zim. I'm gonna have a Vaultkin logo soon. I've got to figure out the end result of it when I get it done, but that's a goal here soon is to have a Vaultkin logo for my art stuff because we've got the Keith Wall Art KWA thing, and I think for at least YouTube stuff we need a Vaultkin thing for you guys since you that's the community name Vaultkin. Have a neat little idea. Just gotta put it on paper. Yeah, I think so. I think it'd be neat to get it fleshed out when I get it fleshed out and all. I think it'll be really cool to have a Vulcan badge. Something that's definitely your guys's or ours in that aspect. Send it to Crystal, the mock-up idea that I came up with real quick. So, see what she thinks, and we'll go from there. Great. Course, fucking course. Need to get more people signed up for the membership, or buying art, or buying a shirt, or buying clothes, or something. So I've got to start making. I got to get $3,400 up pretty soon. So, please share the website, share the store, share the merchandise, share. Go buy some more canvases soon too, but again, well, we might stop doing canvases for a little while. They're not selling, so I might need to stop doing them as much. I'll send you the mock-up idea of Mika on Instagram and let me know what you think of it. It's 11:48, so I'm gonna have to go stop here in a minute or two, so I can take Ziggy out and then go pick up the crystal for lunch. 6:52, right? 45. All right. Today's been one of those days where you guys are just not liking stuff, coming in and not liking. Well, not everybody, but just in general. It's been a low liked stream. Oh, low views too, because it's Link and Zelda, and you'd think Link would always be something more popular. But could be wrong. Chose the wrong franchise. Wrong Link franchise, or Zelda franchise, is what I mean. Not that this one's bad. I like Twilight Princess and Ocarina of Time, and I like the adult Link vastly more than I do a kid Link or that cartoon shit that they did like with Wind Waker and stuff like that. I like the adult Link, and what I think about the most, I think, is the cool part about this Link is that he's always an adult. So the story doesn't treat him like a 12-year-old boy trapped in a man's body type thing, like the Ocarina of Time does a little. I do like though the new Zelda game that they made is Zelda's game, and Zelda is the hero of her own game. Like she needs that. She needed that at some point because like they always make Zelda such a badass character, and then she can do all this cool stuff, but you still need Zelda or you still need Link to save you in everything. Like Zelda should be able to save herself in some of these cases, and not to diminish Link or Link's impact in it, but if you make the female character, damsel in distress character, as powerful as Zelda is in some of the lore, why is she why does she need Link? Why does she need Link to do all this shit? Like it doesn't make that some of that didn't never made sense to me. Like Twilight Princess Zelda is a good example of that. Uh, and I know she's not the main thing. It's I can't remember. The Twilight Princess is a girl. I can't remember her name. She's the main princess, and she's powerful, but it explained that her power is nerfed and stuff. So it makes sense to have Link do stuff. But like Zelda's just the damsel in distress for the game most of the time that they give OP power to, and then forget that she has OP ability power. But I think they do that with like a lot of female characters sometimes, where they write them badly. And I don't know if it's a man thing or what, but people write female characters kind of bad sometimes, and I just never understood it. Like why are you gonna write a female character so fucking bad, and then yeah. But anyway, on that note, I'm gonna have to stop for now and go pick up Crystal. So see you guys after lunch, and if there's any merch ideas or any like of my art that you just absolutely think you want to see on canvas or on a t-shirt, post it in the comments in a video, or yeah, let me know. And maybe after lunch, or after I finish this painting today, I'll get that up on the merch store. Nice. You just had to let it dry and then rebuild it up, huh? Yeah. So, anyway, guys, on that note, I will see you later. And there is Link so far. So, bye, guys. See you after lunch.